Hi guys and welcome to Crazy Pepper Revenge. This channel is all about crazy true stories, stuff that happens in real life when things get a little bit messy, people dealing with drama, cheating, lies, breakups, and even revenge. Some stories are wild, some are emotional, but all of them will keep you watching. If you like real talk and real situations, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stick around. This is Crazy Pepper Revenge, where the stories get spicy.
You lost everything for a woman who was never yours.
I stood at our door watching my wife Clarissa laugh like I was a joke. "No papers needed, just go," she said coldly. Her new guy, Reed, stood next to her, grinning, kicked off his dirty boots, and put them on the table I'd made. I said nothing. What was left to say? She was done. I wouldn't beg. I went upstairs, packed my old black suitcase slow and neat. Not to waste time, to keep my hands from shaking. I heard them downstairs talking and laughing. Reed's voice was loud and smug. "Nice place, could use some work, though." Like he had the right. I walked back down. Clarissa was sipping wine from the bottle I bought for our anniversary. She didn't look up. Reed was on the couch, flipping channels like it was his home. At the door, I stopped and looked around one last time. Photos of us at the beach, her cousin's wedding. Now they felt like ghosts. 17 years for this? I could have yelled, asked why. But what would it fix? She was done. I stepped out, threw my bag in my truck, and drove away without looking back. My hands were tight on the wheel. Clarissa thought she won, like this was her game. She didn't know who I was. Not really. And she had no clue what I'd do next. I pulled into a gas station and took out my phone. I scrolled to a name, command. I typed, "Subject confirmed, proceeding as planned." The reply came fast. "All teams ready. Phase 1 begins 0900. See, here's the thing Clarissa never knew. I'm not just some desk guy. I'm FBI undercover financial crimes. For 3 years, I'd been tracking a guy laundering millions through art deals and crypto scams. Moving cash for nasty people. His name? Reed Valen. My wife's soulmate was my target. When she brought him home 6 months ago saying, "This is Reed, my soulmate," I nearly choked on my beer. I'd been watching him, tapping his calls, building a case. She thought I worked for Treasury doing boring spreadsheets. I let her think that. It kept her safe. I drove to a safe house in the woods, a small cabin the bureau kept off-grid. Inside was bare, couch, table, flickering lamp. I sat there until dawn thinking about the irony. She'd humiliated me, kicked me out for the very criminal I'd spent years hunting. At 8:47 a.m., I was in a surveillance van with my partner Rowan, watching feeds of the house. "You sure about this?" Director Keller asked. "She's your wife." "Was," I corrected. She made her choice. At 9 a.m. sharp, 3 black SUVs rolled up. "FBI. Search warrant! Open up!" Clarissa appeared in her robe, confused and sleepy. "What's going on?" Agent Torres pushed past her as the team flooded in. Reed came stumbling down shirtless, saw the badges, and bolted for the back door. 2 agents grabbed him before he made it 10 steps. "Reed Valen, you're under arrest. Racketeering, money laundering, fraud." Clarissa was screaming. "What the hell is going on?" Nobody answered. They were ripping through the house, bagging laptops, flipping cushions. She sank onto the couch, shaking, watching her perfect world collapse. They found Reed's safe behind a painting, stacks of cash, burner phone, documents. Clarissa went white. "That's not mine. I don't know where that came from." Maybe she didn't, but it didn't matter. She'd taken his gifts, played along. That made her part of it. My phone buzzed, Clarissa calling. Then a text. "What did you do?" I sent her a photo, me in full tactical gear from a training exercise, surveillance monitors in the background. She called immediately, breathing hard. "What the hell is that picture?" "What did you do?" "You said no papers were needed," I told her calmly. "You were right." I hung up. Reed was trying to cut a deal, claiming Clarissa knew about the accounts, helped set them up. "She's got a safe deposit box downtown. Check it." The villa. She picked it. She's in on all of it. He was lying, throwing her under the bus. Clarissa wasn't smart enough for money laundering. She could barely balance her checkbook. But she'd taken $140,000 in gifts tied to his dirty cash. Jewelry, cars, that villa in Mykonos. It was enough to drag her in. At the station, she was a wreck. Hair tangled, eyes red, replaced her robe with jeans and a sweatshirt. They let us meet in a conference room. "Why didn't you tell me who you really were?" she asked, tears streaming. "You never asked," I said. "You never cared." 17 years and she'd never pushed past the surface, never wondered why I was gone so much. "I cared," she said weakly. "I just didn't know it was this. FBI raids, you were supposed to be an accountant. I told you I worked for the government. You filled in the rest, didn't want to hear more. You hid it. You lied. I didn't lie, I protected you. Kept you out of it until you let him in." She broke down completely. "I didn't know what he was. He was nice to me. He listened. You were always distant. You wanted a soulmate. You got one. They're saying I could go to jail. You have to help me. Please." I didn't move. "I can't. You're in it now. They've got evidence. Your name on accounts, property. You took his money. You're not even going to try? After everything? You told me to leave. No papers needed." "I did what you wanted." The agent came in. "Time's up." As they let her out, she turned back. "I didn't know you. I should have." Reed got 22 years. Clarissa got 3 years probation plus financial ethics classes. The media had a field day. Wife of undercover FBI agent caught in high-profile takedown. I refused all interviews. The house was seized and auctioned off. The villa, too. Clarissa moved in with her sister. I got promoted to head of financial crimes, new office with a window and a team to run. She texted once more. "Can we talk? I need to say something." I deleted it without replying. 17 years of her thinking I was some boring desk guy she could kick out. She never saw who I really was until it was too late. The warrant I'd served wasn't just for Reed. It was for me, too, cutting free from her disrespect. I didn't need divorce papers. I'd signed my own freedom when I walked out that door.